We are back and we're going button crazy in this video. I'm going to show you loads of different things that you can do with this mould, whether it's jewellery, upcycling, lots and lots of different things. So the style I'm going with is the Petri effect with 2-part resin. But you can also use this mould with UV resin. You could make instant buttons if you're missing a button for a shirt or blouse, whatever. You can make one in next to no time if you use UV resin, but we're going to use 2-part today. I'm going to show you a few things that you can do with them. Some of them you probably would never even think about doing. So let's get started. So for this one we are using the collaboration resin, and most of you have probably already seen in video #140 I made my own self-sinking alcohol inks. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. Right, let's get mixing. So you can see I've got my leveling table out now for this because I don't want wonky buttons. So I'm going to do a few different sizes, but these small ones really do only take a few drops of resin. Just don't overfill them because we need to leave room for our alcohol inks. So this little one here only took five drops of resin. So you will see on the ones that have got like a ridge built in that you're going to accumulate some bubbles in there, so just work those out. Now these molds come in a set of 3, but I'd probably advise getting 2 sets, especially if you're going to be replacing buttons on a shirt. Like say you've got a shirt that you want to kind of upcycle, you could change all of the buttons and create a whole new set of wearable Petri art buttons. Okay, now time for our inks. If you followed that tutorial, just remember that you need to really shake these up. And sometimes you'll find that the flow might come out a little bit fast from your needle tip. So just use some pliers and just gently squeeze them together a bit to reduce the flow out. Or you could do what I do, maracas. Just make sure the tips are on. So I'm not going to show me dropping the inks in all of them, but I will show a couple of them. And I should have written the colours on the bottles, but if you'd seen that previous video, you can probably work it out. So I'm just going to drop in a mixture of different colours in this one. As always, massive shout out to my channel members, anyone who's bought me a coffee or a super thanks. Thank you very much. Whoa, see what I mean about coming out a little bit too fast? Not to worry. And a yellow in the middle. We'll try it again on this one, hopefully a bit slower. So I managed to fit 5 colours into this one, so I'm going to continue just dropping different colours, different combos, and you'll see at the end. Okay, so there they are, all their different colours. It's been about an hour since I dropped my inks now, so I'm going to do my usual swirls. I'm not going to over swirl them, just a simple from the outside into the knobbly bits in the middle, and I'm going to repeat that on all of them. So our buttons are ready. All I've done is just top them up with a little bit of UV resin, just in case, because the inks could rub off on whatever you're using them for. So I just popped to my local charity shop or thrift store, whatever you want to call it, wherever you are, for some inspiration of different things that I could use the buttons for. I've done some jewellery bits which I'll show you after we've demolded, but they had this. This is a button cushion, and it is ideal to upcycle. So what I'm going to do after I've done this is replace all these old tatty ones, they're not all tatty, and replace them with mine. There's so much you can do with these. Card making, you know, lots of different stuff. I won't show you, might as well get all the blue ones out at the same time just to save on time, because there's quite a few buttons to get through. But there you go. I mean, these would be ideal for kind of like baby cards, baby shower stuff, baby hats. I don't know, use your imagination. But you know me, the jewellery side kind of excites me the most. one-of-a-kind buttons that you're not gonna find anywhere else. And like I said, you could rip all your buttons off. You could take your buttons off your clothing and replace them with these really cool handmade ones. Right, let's get through them. Let's get through them. I'm going to save the bigger ones till last because I think they're going to be the better ones. Obviously the small ones I couldn't really get 2 colours in. And I've now got some sewing to do for the video. I'll show you the jewellery bits first and I'll show the cushion afterwards. Let's do these 2 small ones and the big blue one. So they're different shapes as well. So just bear that in mind if you're making a matching set of, say, earrings. Use the same colours in the same holes in the same, or on different moulds. Not sure what this one's going to come out like. That's cool. You're probably thinking, well, I've got jars of buttons at home. I've got hundreds and hundreds of buttons. I bet you haven't got a button like this though. Get rid of that jar of buttons. Oh, but they're always handy. Look at that. It's so cool. If somebody told me 3 years ago, or just over 2 years ago, that I would be making buttons on a YouTube channel to around 50,000 people, I would have laughed. But look at those. I can't believe how excited I'm getting over buttons. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning. On a hat, on a handbag. Wherever you want to stick a button. Stick a button. Wow. I like the negative area as well. So, what can we do with them? Here's a few examples. Button magnet. Perfect size magnet on the back. Perfect. Check this out. A button bangle. They fit inside the bangle blanks. All I would suggest is just maybe putting some white acrylic paint inside after you've glued it. But that will just stick inside that bangle blank. It is the perfect size. It's like they knew that I would test this mould and make them into jewellery pieces. This one I just drilled the hole through and attached a pinch bail for a pendant. Then I used some of my earring studs. They come in 2 different sizes, these ones. So I made some stud earrings. Again, I would suggest gluing them on and then putting some white maybe in the middle or black, whatever you fancy. They're not matching, but it was just as an example. This is a larger pair. Again, not matching. That's why I made a point of saying make sure that you put the matching colours in the right moulds. Whoops. So all I did was a dab of glue on the back of the button and then a dab of glue on the back of the plate and then bond them together. E6000 glue is the best I have used. And these ring blanks, again, the button fits in the ring blank. Like they knew that this was going to be done. Again, just fill those holes and it is perfect. It fits in there like a glove. Absolutely incredible. You don't even need to dome them. Right, so these were a couple of others from a different batch as well. And as always, give the video a thumbs up, drop me a comment. If you haven't subbed, hit that button for me. I'm now going to go and sort out this cushion and I'll show it at the end. I just went to get the sewing kit and guess what? You know what's going to happen. I did it. It does look, I mean, you might have said it looked okay to begin with, but you know, I'm doing a video on buttons. I might as well show what you can do with it. And here is the cushion. My sewing skills aren't brilliant. Several injuries later, and here it is. I'm really happy with that. So use your imagination, go button crazy. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you for the next one. Bye for now.